it's
Do you know what I'm
endearing.
into right now? You know what music I'm into right now?
Oh gosh, tell me, please.
Metallica. I don't know what it is. I just feel like in an era right now.
Jacob loved, in high school, Jacob loved Nirvana, Metallica, all that. I never could get into any of that.
Hush, little baby,
Korn.
don't say a word. Oh my God,
like,
that's so good.
I shouldn't.
It's so good.
I don't know. I just
not
don't like
all of it. Just I just like Metallica is that classic that you didn't even appreciate it as much, that how classic it was at the time, and now going back, it's like, man, it still hits. It still hits.
Yeah.
And like when Micah was learning it on guitar, I was just loving it because I'm like, I mean, that is the stuff I listen to. I think you know what? It's nostalgic because it makes me think of my best friend from school, from childhood, Emily. And she was like rocker chick.
And she passed away, correct?
Yes. And so that was her. I was not in that. Yeah. I was not in that realm, but I rotated around the outside of it because of her.
It's really weird because and we've always talked about this, like when you get in my car, you never know, like, it's on my playlist. It's everything. It's all over the place. Like, you can go from 40s, 30s, 20s to now to 90s. It's all on there in all genres. Yeah. But that is one genre that you won't really find.
No, I've never heard anything like that.
I was going to say, you will never find
only Nickelback, because that's what Jake loves.
Yeah, Nickelback, Goo Goo Dolls.
Yeah.
Things like that.
That's a little softer than Metallica.
As I say, I can soft play with Nirvana.
Yeah. Oh, I like Nirvana.
Like, I can
when that comes on, man, I'm in. When it comes on, I'm in. I'm not going to buy their album. Like, if I had to buy albums, I would not buy their album.
I can say that I probably would more enjoy, like, the early, like, Pearl Jam. Like,
yes.
Now, I do have some Pearl Jam on my playlist.
Probably need to turn off that blur.
What in the world is going on here?
Petty all the time. Okay, wait. How do I wait?
This is a great intro, actually. I'm glad it's recording. No, this is it. This is why. No, this right here is exactly why.
This is why we can't have a podcast.
This is why we can't have a podcast.
Okay.
Just get
okay, I'm stopping and then starting over.
Oh, we're starting over. This is Ashton.
And this is Jen.
And this is why we can't have a podcast. Hi. Oh my. Oh my.
Okay, let's see if that'll work. That'll work.
Just be careful.
We're working on,
Sorry, Jen lost her backing to her camera.
It's like a magnetic thing that holds my webcam in place. And so I'm going to be real deliberate getting into bed here right now. I know. I'm like a bull in a china closet.
You're like Ferdinand the Bull.
That's a good. And my princess, if I were a princess, I would be
Fiona.
Yes, Fiona.
Which Emma is in August.
Yes, wonderful.
Okay, welcome to Friday.
Welcome.
Happy Friday. I know everybody's so glad to be here.
Yes.
And it is Confessional Friday.
Oh, I always forget. It's always a surprise.
We are getting low on confessions, so I'm going to need people to send them in.
Re-up. We're going to have to come up with a new segment.
Or we're going to have to so get it. Mm-hmm. So this is I feel like this is a confession that I very much relate to. Even in your like heydays of motherhood, I don't feel like you ever related to this because you only had one child.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just going to say that.
Yeah, you're probably right.
And it's not anything against people who have one child.
No, it just is a fact.
It's just a fact that I feel like it's easier to like kind of walk away for a minute and...
Definitely.
Because there's, Anyways, not saying it's any less easier or harder. Calm down, Karens.
It's all hard.
So this listener's confession is anonymous. It says, I love my kids more than anything in this world. But if I hear mom one more time while I'm in the bathroom, I might actually fake my own disappearance. Like, why is a locked door suddenly a group invitation?
Yeah.
Sometimes I just sit in my car in the driveway for a few extra minutes in silence before I go inside. No music, no phone, just me breathing, pretending I don't exist for a second.
Yeah. I get that. Just removing yourself from everything. I mean, everyone needs that time alone for a minute.
Feel like, I personally feel like it is the most exhausting thing I hate saying that it's exhausting being a mom.
It's being relied upon all the time.
I think it's exhausting being a parent.
Yes,
not
parent.
A mom or a dad.
The responsibility is exhausting.
It is exhausting because this is the thing, like, it's not realistic anymore. I mean, I do think that there are some circumstances that people can stay at home. One person can stay at home, whether it be mom or dad.
Yeah.
Uncle,
there are some ways.
I think that there are ways that you can do it. I think that you have to go without things or cut out things.
Sacrifice for what you want.
But I also think this is the sad thing, is that I have a friend who had to quit her job. To stay home with her kids because daycare has gone up so much
that it cost her more.
It was almost basically she was working,
paying to work
to send her kids to daycare.
Yeah.
And her husband was like, no, why are we doing that?
Yeah, what's the point at that point? You're just wasting your time.
You're just wasting your time when you can stay at home with the kids at this point. It is a wash. And I get that. Like, I remember, there was a time I never really, and this is, again, nothing against stay-at-home moms, because I think it's just as much
blessing.
I think it's just as hard.
Yes.
Because to be honest,
you can't escape.
To be honest, I remember there was a time, I want to say Aubrey was like 3 or 4, and Jake and I talked about it, and he was like, that's fine, but just know that, all the little luxury things that we get to do because of your extra income, even though you think it's not a lot,
right?
And it is,
yeah.
And he was like, just know those things we're gonna have to cut back on. And I remember thinking,
wait a minute, I don't really want to do that.
Well, it sounded nice,
in theory.
But then I realized real quickly, because when I worked at the hospital, I worked 3 12-hour shifts, and so I was off more days.
Yeah.
And when I would have those long, 7-day stretches, I was ready to go back to work. I enjoyed being home, but I was always ready to go back to, I felt
I was ready after,
I felt like I was ready. I felt like it was a purpose for me.
Yeah.
Not that staying at home is not a purpose. Please, guys, do not take this the wrong way.
People have their own gifts.
But also, I feel like I was more exhausted on the days I stayed at home all the time.
Yeah.
On those 7-day stretches, because I just felt like I needed to do more because I was at home.
Yes. I feel that way about work and stuff too.
Correct. Where I felt like if I have we talk about this all the time at work. I wish that we worked 4 days and we're off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
We've talked about it.
Because then I would have, a day to kind of clean, do laundry, things like that.
But
and then
still
2
have a
days
weekend
to do things with the kids and family and things like that.
Well, because I'm at home, I have started using my chores like work. I'm doing my chores during work hours.
Yeah, you said you were starting the once a day, one task a day.
Yeah, because if I just am always hitting it a little, but not having to do it on my downtime at night or on my weekend when no one else is doing any of that, it's like I don't want. I mean, I can keep it clean. It's just me and Justin, and he does help some, but it's like I don't want to do that on my not time. You know?
Well, and also the thing about it is being a mom is the most rewarding thing, I feel like.
Yeah.
And I know there are people out there listening who don't ever want to be a mom.
Yeah.
And that's kudos to you.
Yeah.
If that's your prerogative, that's great, grand, wonderful. I love being a mom.
Yeah.
But I also get it though. I get the exhausting part of it, because there are weeks, and again, I talk about, me and the kids, me and the girls, not Tobin, obviously, because he's a toddler, but me and the kids talk about this quite a bit, because Jake was such he was such a hands-on dad.
Yeah.
He would take the kids with him. He would do things. It wasn't like it's your responsibility.
Yeah.
Because I do know couples who literally are like that. You're the
kids
mom,
are yours. Yeah.
They're yours,
Yeah.
And I'm like, I just never got that. I never understood
Justin
that.
was full-on partner.
So, exactly. Jake and I always laughed, because
Yeah.
we said we were always better parents than we were spouses.
Yeah, yeah.
But the thing is so for me, that's the most exhausting part, I feel like, of motherhood is not. So I mean, Like, I know that there are people who are married
Mm-hmm.
who feel exhausted because they feel like they don't have help from their spouses.
And you feel
I know there's people who are widowed, divorced, single parent. I know that, like, it's just an exhausting, motherhood is so exhausting. Parenthood is exhausting.
Yeah.
And
it really is.
And you know what? I do feel like there are some extremely judgy people out there who judge people who take time for themselves.
I know. It's like, oh, must be nice. It's like, no,
I hate that.
Essential. It's what it is. It's essential.
Because, I was talking
Everybody
to someone.
needs their time.
Well, correct. And I was talking to someone the other day who has 4 kids under the age of 12. Okay.
Yeah.
And she was talking about how tired she was and how she was just like, I wish that I could just find me again. Like, and it was genuine, because this is the thing. I remember with Emma and Aubrey, like, if I could go back, there's so much I would, you would do differently. Even you with one kid. But the thing is like, I remember with Emma and Aubrey, I let myself go so much when they were younger because I thought that I didn't need to take time for myself.
Yes.
Like, I was so like, I just want to be the best mom and I just want to be
Nothing
there.
I need matters.
I don't need anything that matters. And so I remember it was like, I want to say Aubrey was probably kindergarten. We had bought our house, so we had to be in kindergarten. So we bought it, Aubrey, right before kindergarten. And I remember someone inviting me to start meeting with the trainer at the gym. It was like a program. And I did that for 3 years, and I found myself again. And I remember people being so judgy because they were like, oh, like you said, must be nice that you have time to work out. And I'm like,
the gym,
yeah, you're right. You are right.
It's nice. I married someone who is a wonderful husband that allows me to do that.
But do you also know that, like, I was a better mom when I felt better?
Yeah. Which is
when
clear.
I had more time. Like,
proven.
Even if it was just like an hour a day of just me time.
Yeah.
Regardless of, even like now, I mean, I don't have, I have an abundance of people who would help me with toddlers.
Yes.
That's not it at all.
Yes.
That's not what I mean.
But you have a toddler right now.
But I do struggle with asking for help.
Yes.
Because I love being his mom.
Yeah.
And I love being Emma and Aubrey's mom. And even though Emma and Aubrey are super independent, I don't have to, like, be home to take care of them,
They still want you there.
To be
and
present.
you want to be there. Yes.
Correct. And so the thing is like, though, I feel like, like, my downtime is after Tobin goes to bed.
Yeah.
Now, like, I have a flexible work schedule sometimes. There's some days that I get to work out during lunch, or I, get to do things for myself when I get off, have my half days on every other Friday. But, like, I try to find some time in each day.
Well, that's what you do good. You do that. You, like, make it a priority.
Well, and I don't let people make me feel guilty about that. Now, I did when the girls were young.
Yeah. It's
when
easy.
the girls were young.
It's easy when you have mom
I felt
guilt.
that. And I know people who are like, well, it's just like, I find it important to do things with each kid too.
Yeah.
Like, when we go to Scotland.
Yeah.
Emma's going, Aubrey is not.
Right.
This is Emma's senior trip.
Yep.
This is my
all
40th,
about you, girl.
And this is Jinjin's 60th birthday gift. We've been planning this trip for almost 5 years.
And my 50th.
And your 50th. And we've been planning this trip for literally 5 years.
Yeah.
5 years this has been in the talks, okay? In the works. And so someone asked me the other day, they were like, well, don't you feel bad about not taking Aubrey? And I was like, no, I don't. And you want to know why? Because Aubrey is going to get 4 years with me.
Yeah.
4 years with me.
Yeah.
Being able to take trips with just Aubrey.
Right.
Because she'll be at home, be the only teenager at home. And me and her can go on trips. And when she's a senior, I will take her on a trip without Emma.
With me.
Jen will always go.
I will be there.
She's always on the trip. In fact, what was it? What trip did we go on? And someone was like, wait, Jen's not coming?
I think y'all are going to, like, New Mexico or something.
Oh, yeah. When we went to New Mexico, Roswell. Someone was like, wait, Jen's not going? And I was like, no. Like, I'm going to see my family. Like, I love Jen. But, like, if we were staying in an Airbnb or something, I would definitely.
Exactly.
But, like, I can tell you right now, I love my aunt and uncle, but you would drive them insane.
Oh, yeah. I mean, at least you know. I
can read a room. You cannot.
No, I can't.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I have my moments.
No, I love it. But I love that. We've talked about this.
Yes.
I love this about you.
Do you know what I'm into right now? You know what music I'm into right now?
Oh gosh, tell me, please.
Metallica. I don't know what it is. I just feel like in an era right now.
Jacob loved in high school. Jacob loved Nirvana, Metallica, all that. I never could get into any of that.
Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Oh my god, that's so good.
I shouldn't.
It's so good.
I don't know. I just
not
don't like
all of it. Just I just like Metallica is that classic that you didn't even appreciate it as much that how classic it was at the time, and now going back, it's like, man, it still hits. It still hits. Yeah. And like when Micah was learning on guitar, I was just loving it because I'm like, I mean, that is the stuff I listen to. I think you know what? It's nostalgic because it makes me think of my best friend from childhood, Emily. And she was like rocker chick.
And she passed away, correct?
Yes. And so that was her. I was not in that. Yeah. I was not in that realm, but I rotated around the outside of it because of her.
It's really weird because and we've always talked about this, like when you get in my car, you never know, like all that's on my playlist. It's everything. It's all over the place. Like you can go from 40s, 30s, 20s to now to 90s. It's all on there in all genres. Yeah. But that is one genre that you won't really find.
No, I've never heard anything like that.
As I say, you will never find
only Nickelback because that's what Jake loves.
Yeah, Nickelback, Goo Goo Dolls.
Yeah.
Things like that.
That's a little softer than Metallica.
As I say, very like, and now I do, what was, who was, I can soft play with Nirvana.
Yeah. Oh, I like Nirvana.
Like I can.
Yeah, when that comes on, I'm in. When it comes on, I'm in. I'm not going to buy their album. Like if I had to buy albums, I would not buy their album.
I can say that I probably would more enjoy like the early like Pearl Jam. Like, yes. Now I do have some Pearl Jam on my playlist. That was one of Jacob's favorite songs.
Really?
Yeah, he loved that song. It's so funny because one of our favorite TV series, Cold Case, which I've talked about on here, and it's the one with Lily Rush that came on the CBS in the early 2000s. Mm-hmm. There is a episode. It's a 2-part episode, and it's got that song. Uh-huh. It plays it a lot throughout the episode, and every time it would come on, Jake and I would be like, there's our song. Like, we love that song. It was such a good song.
It is such a good song. And I love his, oh, well,
I like his version. But that song makes me really sad.
Super sad.
So I recently added that to a playlist because I'd heard it on a TikTok trend. And I was like, oh, I forgot about that song. And I added it, and the other day I was listening to it, and I was like, this is sad. Like, so sad. We were out late boppy. Driving in a car, and then
it sounds boppy,
and
then it's a horrible.
Baby for a little while. It's terrible, depressing. I'm like, no wonder we were all set up for failure. We've talked about this.
Well, because also Celine Dion was your main influence.
I know. We've talked about this. I've kind of
love it.
Someone the other day was like, it was a joke, like joking, like because I work with a couple of guys that I consider my brothers, like literally, like they are like my baby brothers because they're younger than me, unfortunately. But they both are very important to me in my life. And one of them like made a comment because we kind of got in a little fight a couple weeks ago because we work together. Well, we just get a little sassy with each other sometimes. And especially when it's my time of the month. Well, the week before, it's coming. You
better mark your calendars, boys.
Like I am a raging
Justin,
witch.
And I do not take offense. Justin's like, are you about to start?
Oh no, the girls are like,
probably.
It's full on. Like I
don't even start anymore. I just still have the.
No,
I just still have the stuff.
Human being 2 days before my period.
You breathe fire. You breathe fire.
And I'm just mean. Like I don't even care. Like that's the sad thing. And I hate that. But it is literally like 2 days before. Well, he kind of hit me on a day that was like that.
Uh-oh.
And so we kind of got in a little tiff. Yeah. Not really tiff because he doesn't really fight back much with me because he knows that I'm like
rabid.
Yeah. So
You're gonna win.
He's like, I'm your little brother. I'm just gonna listen to you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let it
okay,
roll.
Whatever. And then he'll go a couple of weeks, and then I'll like make a smart ass comment back to him, and he'll be like the other day, I was like, you haven't brought me a gift to say you're sorry for what you did a couple weeks ago, and I've literally not talked to him in probably 3 or 4 days. I've avoided him, and he was like, oh, so now we're talking, and I'm like, I was like, but where's my gift? Because you usually bring me something like my favorite drink or my favorite candy whenever you're ready to make up. Okay.
He wasn't ready to make up yet.
So anyways, oh no, he was, because he was like,
I can't take this anymore.
He was kind of like hinting, he'd make little under the comments like, well, I don't know, you'd have to ask Ashton to other people. And I'd be like, don't talk to me.
He's sleeping on the couch now.
Well, he is happily married, by the way.
Well, in theory, in your head.
The deal. He said something to me the other day, and I was like, boy, don't come close to me. I was like, men don't end up well with me.
You have the Kardashian curse.
I do not have the best of luck with men. Abandonment, sadly death.
Yeah,
it just doesn't go well.
You've had your times.
I've had my times, and it's just not pretty.
There's a reason why you love all those dramatic old movies.
I'm just beginning to think I'm really living my Ghost of Mrs. Muir life. We've talked about this.
I wish I had only seen that.
Have you not watched that yet? What am I going to do with you?
Oh, crap. And I forgot to watch
the
Madison.
No,
I will be.
Let me just tell you.
What?
It is so good. It is the best TV series I've ever seen.
I have to wait until I'm Justin watch together.
Playing. However, it is only 6 episodes, and nobody warned me that it was only 6 episodes. So when the 6th episode ended, I was like, oh, so when is the next 3 going to come out?
Yeah.
No, it's done.
Done?
Well, I mean, there's going to be a second season, they say.
Oh. Well, me and Justin watched something that was so funny. It's called The Rooster on HBO Max, and it is, you're not going to like it because Steve Carell.
Oh, I hate him.
I love him.
I absolutely cannot stand him.
I love him.
I know you do.
And he goes back to college as a teacher. It's funny though. I love it. And we laughed out loud. And we don't just love everything someone's in.
Big TV people either.
No, but we were like, let's find something we can watch together. Let's try this episode out. And so we watched one, and then we ended up watching another one because we did like it. So we're giving it a shot.
The Rooster.
The Rooster on HBO Max.
It's a new one.
It's worth a watch.
Okay, so I thought about something this week. Shift of gears here. Okay, so this is just a random thought. I think that we should bring back, I literally wrote this down in the middle of the night because I was literally thinking about it.
Yeah.
I think we should bring back ashtrays and liners in cars. Even if you only use them to put change or lipstick in. Like, I just feel like the nostalgia of having the little pop ashtray and you'd have to push the ladder.
Little metal
I personally feel like that would bring joy back to people.
Yeah. I mean, there are some people that actually still have those in their cars because they don't have new cars.
When did they stop making those in cars, though?
It would have probably been 90s. That's a good question.
Because I remember, Jen, don't move.
Oh, I forgot.
God.
I forgot.
I've already taken my sleeping medicine, so
we're on a ticking time clock here.
So
we're on the clock,
the clock, people. And so the thing is that because obviously my grandma Sandra smoked. My crazy granny Sandy smoked. So I was trying to think of when her last car was that had an ashtray in it. Do you remember when they were in the door?
Yes.
And then they were weren't they in the back of the seats at one time?
Yeah.
Too? Like in the back seats, like on the back of the head?
I feel like it would have been like Oldsmobiles or something like that in cars. I
just personally feel like if you don't use them, so 1990s,
early 80s to early 90s.
Okay. So automakers started making ashtrays optional.
No. Late 90s to early 2000s, automakers started making ashtrays optional.
Yeah,
standard.
I do feel like
you get a smoker's package if you want an ashtray. That's right.
Smoker's package. I just feel like if you brought those back, it would just bring joy to people.
I mean, they have an option apparently.
And you know what else? What kind of bothers me about all that is that when did they start putting warnings on cigarettes? Like 70s, 80s?
I felt like it was in the 70s.
But yet they would put ashtrays in cars.
Because they knew that the people were not going to listen to those warnings. They know humanity.
What a double standard.
They know how to sell someone on a lifestyle and get them hooked.
I'm trying to think. There was a car that I remember riding in, and don't even quote me on whose it was because I don't remember. It was someone in the family.
Okay.
Obviously, it was okay. So we always laugh because my crazy granny Sandy's family, they like to smoke. Okay, they all smoked.
Yeah.
They all had them leather cigarette packs. No, the leather.
Yeah, with the clip on the top. Oh, yeah. Slide your lighter in it.
They all had them. I'm pretty sure my grandma Sandra at one time had a gold one. I remember that. Christy and Misty would have to.
I could say beige. Somebody I know had a beige one.
Yeah.
With soft leather.
Yes, the soft leather. It was good leather, too.
It was good leather.
So, anyway, they had to protect those cigarettes.
They really did. It was a prized possession.
But I remember someone's car, when you looked up at the top, would have cigarette burns on the ceiling.
I had that at one time, my first car, because I was a smoker at one time, like early on in my 20s.
I just was thinking about the ashtrays in the cars, and I thought we should just bring those back.
Boy, my best friend Taryn, she was my best friend in middle school, and her mom, we used to drive around in her Oldsmobile, and she'd be just smoke it to high heaven. I mean, and she was so fun because she'd take us to Concrete Mall, and she would have
Concrete Mall?
Collin Creek Mall in Plano.
I thought you said
Concrete Mall.
I was like,
Collin
what's
Creek Mall. And that was our like hot mall that was close to us, and we would go there, and she would take us to like the Spencer's and all those, and she had mad money.
You got to go to Spencer's?
Yes. Spencer's Gifts? Yeah. Then go look at the sheets at Journeys.
No, Journeys, yes, but Spencer's was like X-rated.
Yes. There were places that were X-rated. Now, I was a teenager. I remember her dad bought me a Simpsons t-shirt, and I think I still have that Simpsons t-shirt.
Why am I not surprised that you still have that Simpsons?
I mean, that was when they were hot, too. They'd just come out. Yeah.
Okay, I need to, speaking of The Simpsons, so do they, okay, you know how I see stuff on TikTok that says The Simpsons predicted this?
Yeah.
Is that AI or is that really a Simpsons episode?
No, The Simpsons, there's all sorts, that and, is it The Simpsons? And South Park. I wasn't allowed to watch South Park, and so I never watched South Park. So I think it's more relevant now because we have time to look back and see what's happened. At the time, we're not like, oh, yeah, that's really going to happen.
And the thing is like, so I didn't know if those Simpson videos were real or if it was an AI.
I think it is. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't seen those, so I'll have to see.
So, because I was like, is this a real episode that was out in the 90s, or is this a made-up episode that someone has AI generated? Because that's the problem.
Yeah, you really
Even
don't
though I love AI, I love ChatGPT.
I don't want to be lied to.
It is. It's hard to believe anything.
I know. Anything. Right now, I was watching a video today on YouTube, and then I realized, like, that guy's not real. Like, they're, like, talking to each other. Like, in an interview. Hey. Neither one of them are real. Freaking weirdos.
Real. We're going to end on this.
Wait, no. I want to talk about my murdery story first.
Go right ahead.
Oh, my God. I know everybody's talking about it, but the story about the world champion cornhole player with no arms and no legs that killed
this.
What?
I saw you send it to me, but I did not know anything about this.
Okay, so picture this.
Okay.
Quadruple amputee.
Okay.
Arms off to here, legs off to here.
I saw the picture.
You saw the picture.
I saw the picture.
Yeah, you saw the picture. So he apparently is like a world champion cornhole player. He just has it in his blood. Like he can get it in the hole. He just launches his body and gets it in the hole.
Okay.
Okay. So apparently these TikToks are so funny. Yeah. Okay. So he was driving in his car, and apparently he was with his cornhole team, or a couple of other guys.
Okay.
Guy in the passenger seat. He's driving. The guy with no legs and no arms.
Well, they make cars now.
I know. But out of all the people.
No offense to quadriplegic.
But he's the only one with a car to drive all these people with arms and legs around. It was weird. It was weird. Okay. I'm like, okay, they must be a bunch of losers. Like he's the only one with a car. Okay. Okay. So then he gets in a heated argument with the guy in the front seat, pulls a gun on him, shoots him in the front seat, kills him.
What? Where is this?
This is in Maryland. Then stops the car, asks the two guys in the back if they will help him get the body out of the car. They refuse and get out of the car. He drives off, pushes the body off into a yard, and then they find him.
A made-up story,
No, it's not. They have the mugshot, everything, and he looks delighted with himself in that mugshot. Like he looks like I just really did everything I thought I could. Like, and when someone said, "Don't you ever let someone tell you can't."
So what happened to the two guys who were in the back?
They called the cops. They're the reason why that he got caught is because they called the cops. But literally, the comments it is so funny. That video I sent you has a bunch of people from TikTok doing comments because that's what that guy does. That's his channel. Oh my God, it is so funny because the people are so funny. They just get in there and make the funniest comments. And I was just running to the comments when I saw that. I was like, oh my God, let me just save the story.
I have so many questions.
I know. And the TikToks are real good. You should look at the TikToks because the people.
I just have so many questions. Like, for one, why?
Trigger, how? No fingers. I think he has to make a nub right here. Like a...
I don't know how this conversation is.
How was he driving, aiming, shooting, no hands, no legs, driving, aiming, shooting, killing, dispose of the body? That is one dangerous MFer right there.
I mean, that's impressive, actually.
He really...
Where there's a will, there's a way.
When you put your mind to something, you really can't make it happen. He already was cornhole champ with no arms
and there's women out there who can't even get a phone call back from a man, and yet he's killing people, dumping them, and driving off.
And beating all these guys at cornhole that have arms and legs.
So what is the more concerning thing, Jen? The fact that he rolled the body, the fact that he was driving and he was the only one driving, the fact that he shot someone while driving, or the fact that he was the champion cornhole person. I don't know, Jen. What is your biggest concern on this?
My biggest concern is probably the driving part. It's the other guys with their arms and legs not driving that concerns me. I know that they make cars, but I just...
Well, of course, yes, technology is like... I don't want to get some...
Don't put me in the back seat of a car with no arms and legs driving me around. Don't you dare. I will say it. I'll say, I'm sorry,
We're going to get some hate comments
I'm sorry, sir, but I don't even trust myself.
Our next Uber is going to be like that, and Jen's going to be like, sorry, I can't get in.
You know, I'll just do it anyway.
No, you won't. And you know what? I'd stick you in the front seat.
Oh, look at the time.
I would stick you in the front seat. And then
I'll probably get diarrhea.
No, you know what you would do? I could record it. You would talk. It'd be like, do you know what I do for a living? I work for... Me and my husband own a company called Petty Details, where we do claims for people who have been in car accidents. Hey, let me hand you a card.
Have you ever been in a total loss? Hey,
actually,
guess
maybe
what?
you should
Your
reach
friend
out. I know
is about to benefit from my wonderful knowledge.
And that's the thing is, this is what ticks me off about this kind of scenario is, and we'll talk about my story on Monday because we won't have time. No, because it's deep. It's a conspiracy theory, so yes, I want to deep down.
Okay, yeah, we want to go in.
And so the thing is what you were just talking about, Mindy, is that, you know, what ticks me off is had I not told her about y'all, she would have been at a complete loss of what she needed to do.
Yes. She would have taken a loss.
Huge loss.
A huge loss. A financial loss on her total loss.
Like, I get it. There are some people out there, like, you know, I know you've said, like, there's some people out there who drive Lamborghinis and Rolls Royce and they don't give a crap.
Yeah, because they got the money to spare.
Well, even like, not even those fancy cars. You've had people who have been like, oh well, no big deal. You know, like, I'll just get another one.
It's called lazy.
But then there's people out there who literally are single income, you know, households.
Check to check.
And they cannot afford to be
thousands of dollars out in a car and everything else.
Well, it's just like when Emma, you know, last year she drove a Volkswagen Bug that I paid cash for. It was like $5,000. Good car. I miss that little bug. It was so cute. So anyway, but she hit a hog. Yeah. Well, actually, the hog hit her. Yeah. But I only had, I didn't have full coverage on it because it was a cash car. And honestly, you want to know my most expensive expense a month, this is sad, is vehicle insurance. Yeah. For me and Emma.
Yep. Same for us.
That is so absurd to me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
And we don't even drive. We don't even leave the house to go to work.
Why do you even have vehicle insurance then?
I mean, you know, you got to have it. I mean, I want to have the option to drive.
Yeah.
I don't want to get hauled off. I don't want to have B-Rad to have to haul me off to prison.
Well, he could get us out though, too. Sorry, B-Rad just threw you in.
I don't know if he'd want to put his
prison. Prison? You went straight to prison?
No. man.
No, but what I'm saying is when she hit the hog, I was telling Mindy this week that they towed her vehicle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And this is the problem. Nobody educates you on this crap. Okay?
And if they do, they tell you wrong.
So whenever they towed her vehicle, they said I needed to wait for the police report. So I waited like 4 or 5 business days for this police report. When I called, so it had been a week probably, and I called the towing place, and they were like, you owe like $800 because we had to, and I'm like,
storage.
But nobody told me that.
What? If you would have told me I was building storage charges, I would have come and got it from you in 5 minutes.
If they would have told me that I was going to be charged for
it sitting somewhere,
yes, I would have never even had it. I'd be like, sorry to inconvenience you. Here's your $75. Go away.
Yeah.
Because I would have had somebody come on a trailer and load that.
You have the ability.
10 people could have lifted that bug and put it on a trailer. We didn't even needed a tractor or anything for that.
Do you know when Justin was in Italy, when we were in Italy, it was 2008, and we were in downtown Florence, and we were on a tour bus, a Trafalgar tour bus that was not supposed to be downtown, but they spent so much money that they let them go downtown. Well, it turns out that they could not turn. And we got to this point where we could not turn left, but we had to go left. And you know what happened?
Justin got in the driver's seat, and he put his knight in shiny armor hat on.
He did
his
do
little
that.
golfer hat.
He did do that. He did, but better than that.
What is that called? What is this hat called?
It's a paperboy.
Paperboy hat on.
He did do that. He was a hero. But the way he was a hero was that our tour guide and our bus driver, he was the youngest guy on the bus. They asked him to get off the bus with him. They get out. There was this little like smart car looking car that was chained to a bicycle rack, okay? They get out, they pick the car up, they move it over 3 feet, and then we get chased down by the Italian polizia because they had the guy whose car it was came out of the bar about the time they were picking it up, and we nearly went locked up abroad. We had to hide. Justin had to hide under luggage so the Italian police couldn't find him. I am serious. And our tour guide was like, you hide. You hide. You get under there.
Jen, sometimes with you, I just don't even know.
I
feel like sometimes you are AI.
I know, it was real though.
Like you're making up these AI stories.
That's why I don't have enough creativity to make up those fantastical stories, so it had to have happened. Like, I mean, I just don't have the creativity to make it up. It has to be true. Or I won't remember.
And this is why we can't have a podcast.
This is why we can't have a podcast.
Monday.
We'll see you Monday.
Have a great week.
Hey, send in those listener confessions.
Yes.
We have to start doing it once a month. If people aren't going to be laying out the secrets.
You lay out the secrets, people.
Well, we need to hear. We need to hear all your deepest, darkest secrets.
Your deepest, darkest thoughts.
Oh, yes.
Send us the thoughts.
Emma's going to go and kill it tomorrow. Ooh, I like that bow dress. That's cute. Is it embroidered? Yeah. That's exactly what I want to do to a sweatshirt. Oh, it's so cute.
That I will never see.
Yes, she will. It's my new stand because I lost my little magnet thing that holds our camera on. Bye.
This is Ashton.
And this is Jen.
And this is why we can't have a podcast.